And welcome back to our USA campaign. I think it's part 7. Gonna get some extra fighter squadrons training. And yes, I know this is not the size of a squadron, but we're gonna call them that because we've got our generic 100 planes. Okay. You guys get good to go. So, just a quick recap of last episode. Of course, Japan, I think, declared war at the beginning of that one. And then, finally, we got dragged into the Germany war. I was a little bit concerned we were not going to end up getting involved in Europe, which would, of course, be bad. Okay, German convoys down there. So, we've got naval deployments in the Mediterranean. We are shipping troops to Gibraltar, which will then go into North Africa through Alexandria. And where the heck are those troops? Ah, right here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there's 7 of our divisions coming over. And just as a reminder, these are our nice half-track divisions, which are totally kitted out, which will not be the greatest in Africa due to the supply issues, but it shouldn't be that bad, as we've proven in our other campaigns. And then we've got to make a decision about if we want to try to help down here or not, just because the supply situation gets so stinking bad. Honestly, we'll probably just leave it for the British to figure out. But we want to reverse everything here in North Africa. And then maybe we do go for Italy as a soft underbelly. Maybe we start looking at Europe. I don't know. So we'll see. And finally, we need to save up, of course, our PP for 150 to get to total mobilization. So we're still on partial mob right now. Regarding the Pacific, we're kind of trading evenly with the Japanese for the most part. Which plays to our advantage, of course, because we've got, we'll be able to outproduce them big time. Long term, we also are just starting off with way more ships. Granted, a good chunk of them are all destroyers, but regarding the capital ship count, they do have an advantage on us. Battleships is in our favor, but carriers is definitely in their favor. So we only have 4 carriers in the Pacific. They currently have 8. So, and of that being said, 5 of them are tier 2 carriers versus our 2 that are tier 2 over there and 2 that are tier 1. So it'll be interesting. We're finally starting to produce subs 3s, which should help. The invasion of the Philippines is currently ongoing. We are holding it for now, mostly through air support, but the Japanese are dumping in way more troops. So we need troops to get here ASAP if we want to hold. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck falling back. And perhaps the most important thing is to make sure we're garrisoning a bunch of positions elsewhere in the Pacific here, just to, 1, to keep the lanes open, and 2, keep the rubber flowing at all costs. Because as I mentioned, and as Dan Garcia pointed out in the comments, we are not building synthetic refineries. So we are all in on holding the British colonies and making sure that rubber continues to flow. Otherwise, we're going to have serious issues. Okay, they've demanded Indochina now. That was a very late demand of Indochina. Okay, more German convoys going down. Germany's got a lot of convoys over there. They've got the Barbarossa. How many spare convoys do they have? Yeah, over 1,000. That's going to take forever. Because Germany, of course, steals a bunch every time they capitulate a country. So, and then finally, we should check our troops in the Pacific.
Listen up.
Okay, you guys have landed on Samoa. There's no enemy contact here. No enemies there. No enemies even here. Straits of Malacca, on the other hand, has got issues. Celebsia has issues. But can we slip into Borneo there? And of course, you want to take the north route. God. What if I sent you... Hold on, where are you? You're right here at Samoa. What if we just sent you guys over here? What's the route you're going to take? Okay. To help out on New Guinea here. Okay, we'll send some guys to New Guinea to help out, for starters. And then... wait for the data pass, see what happens. Okay, just need a boatload more steel. So we are building the shipyard for the extra support. Okay, you're going there. Honestly, I think you guys may need to go to Australia, so you take the lower route here rather than going up high. If you do that, yeah, I think you'll be safe. And then you can use this as a launching pad. Is the Java Sea safe? It is. So you know what? I'm gonna go take another look here.
Ready, sir.
So we're gonna send some to Java. In fact, if we just send a whole bunch here, that's really what we want to do. We want to get them in here, because then we can either dash across here, or we could dash across to Singapore here also. And I think this all connects. That's also famous last words right there. Why would you go north? Why? Why? Okay. So we're going to go here to force them south, and then we'll send them up north, because I don't want to have to like block access here. Yeah, and it doesn't like, there's nothing for like, don't send troops here, but just send military boats here. So, okay. Deal with that. Keep time going. Fully deciphered Japan. We're not going to actually use the bonus. There's no reason to. We're just going to use it for passive intelligence gain. Okay, Japan's army is about, what, 1.5 million or so. Their air force is about 4K, worst case, which it's not. We, of course, have more, but we've got stuff in Europe. Okay. We've got some fighter groups being set up here. Okay. We are building up Malta because the damn Brits didn't do it, so we're going to. And we're going to put a radar station there because that's just incredibly helpful. And we're going to hold the rest of our planes in Europe. We're covering the channel here, so there's no issues. The other interesting thing you can do, you can actually just raise new air wings in allied countries, which took me a while to learn that back in the day. Okay. There's you. Send you over to Gibraltar also. Actually, do we want to send you to Gibraltar? We've got 8 divisions already going. That's probably enough. The biggest thing is we're going to need a whole bunch of Marines for both theaters, because naval invasions are so damn difficult. Think about that. What can you be producing? Rocket artillery. We will need some of that eventually. Let's get the Air Force continuing. That's going well. You know what? Maybe I do design an amphibious tank right now. Let's see what it would take. Actually, I don't think it's all that expensive. So we'd upgun you. Armor. Probably get rid of the extra ammunition. And then we would give you the amphibious drive instead. And you'd be an amphibious tank, of course. 7.9 be your speed. A little slow. Could we give you a better radio? We could. And we're just going to call you an amphibious Sherman. Okay, that's nice and easy. Everything else is checking out. We're not actually going to raise armor or anything. That's 88 armor. That looks like enough. Okay. And put you near that. So, okay. So it'll take a little while to trickle down to the air again, but that should be okay. Do want those heavy fighters, though. Now, the problem is you want everything, and you got to decide your priorities. That's what makes this game work. Okay, we've got our strat bombing missions going on. Yep, we'll just keep training up our guys. How many strat bombers are we making a day? We are making 2.1. We did go with Boeing as the researcher there. Oh, that's right. Eventually we need to get to our cheaper tank design of Detroit. Ooh. Yeah, that won't happen for a while. And they took down a convoy. We've got some Japanese destroyers coming to pay me a visit. Oh, that was bad. We lost 10 destroyers in that fight to take down a sub and another destroyer. That hurt. And you guys need to get out of there and go repair. Lost another destroyer. You know what? Some of our defensive fleets, I think I'm going to start giving them some of those ships in the reserve fleet. Which should probably upgun their fire a little bit. Probably just some heavy cruisers. Okay, there's a heavy cruiser. Another heavy cruiser. Heavy cruiser, and I'll give you a light cruiser too. Go to that fleet. Yeah, you guys just need to run.
Ready to move.
Why would you... Oh, God. Okay. We'll see if we can make it. Hold on. Let's take a look at our main battle fleet. Oh, yeah, shoot. Let's go. You can... You're good. Everybody else? Yeah, you're good. Let's get there ASAP. Try to protect these guys. Because they're going through here, which I do. I wish you could just pick the routes. You can't. You just say you have to go there, and they just take the closest route, no matter whether it's a good idea or not.
All in. Ready to move.
Okay, do we have any spare troops here?
Commands.
We do have some spare troops there. Yeah, I'll keep them there for now.
Ready to move.
So yeah, the goal is get in there, take up positions before it's too late. Took down early Japanese destroyer. Took down a convoy. British fleet showed up to get massacred. There we go. Did some serious damage on the Akagi. It's at 48%. Strength. Okay. There it is. Total mob. Okay. And then as far as what are we doing? We're going to do all these first, like I said, because there's nothing else we could ever want to build there, because they could not even potentially be coastal. You too, West Virginia. The other thing that's interesting, and I think is a change, is once you hit Tier 4 excavation, you get the option to get 26 chromium. For 30 days, only 12 civilian factories in Oregon. That is fantastic. California's only 6, Montana's only 6, Alaska's also 26, but takes Tier 5. So, getting more chromium in Oregon is something we're definitely going to look into. We also want to get war bonds, probably with our next 50 points coming up here. Taking a look here. Everything fine. Yes. Okay, heavy bombardment group. Okay. Oh yeah, they've got the range. The storm's the only issue there. Okay, we lost a sub. Mariner down. Took out 2 convoys. So things are getting more dire on the Philippines, so we're going to have to see if we can actually save it or not. My gut is saying we probably cannot, but we'll see. Ship counts are still looking good. 250 there. Picking off Japanese submarines left and right. Yeah, early submarines, I mean, if there's any sort of air against them, they just get wiped. We lost some destroyers there. More Japanese subs coming down. And that's why you just create those little island bases and just fly some naval bombers. And you will just constantly be attritioning out their subs. Because they started with about 60 subs or so. They're down to 36. Which is, you know, a pretty marked improvement. Like I mentioned, they are not making good subs. That's why we went for Tier 3 subs. Because Tier 3 subs are a hell of a lot harder to catch. More expensive. But hell of a lot harder to catch. Much more likely to stay alive. Much better investment overall. So... okay, they got a lot of naval bombers there. Did our guys slip out? Oh, yes, they did. Okay. Are we still home free? Looking good, looking good. Looking good. Got some enemy ships over there we're going to have to deal with. Okay, here's the United States main battle fleet doing work. It's doing work over red skies, though. You know what? We're going to be a little bit smarter. Our guys have already passed. Let's not be here. The main battle fleet. So we're going to take you out of there. Instead, we're going to put you on patrol. You know what? Do we go for it? I think we go for it and start trying to engage their main fleet here. In the Straits of Malacca. Also, there's another fleet here in the Java Sea. But with the Straits of Malacca, I like that option better for the simple reason of we can have air superiority over there. We don't currently, but we could. Okay. Alright. You got out. So you're going to go back to your spy network here. And yeah, they're not messing with me. Yeah, Grandma, you're going right back to Japan. Don't worry. They just caught you, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
Orders.
You know what? Taking a look, how are these divisions designed? Really crappily. Huh. I think we're going to need to improve them, and I think... do we just build rocket artillery? Maybe we'll just build rocket artillery for them. What's the difference? It's more tungsten. It's not the greatest. 30 soft attack. That's an extra breakthrough. That's nice. It's not much extra breakthrough, though, actually. Because the issue right now is our divisions, they don't have that much artillery, so they're not going to pack that much of a punch with soft attack. And then we're not even producing any artillery pieces right now, which I think is probably a mistake. So let's get some tier 2 artillery pieces going. We're not going to need a whole lot, but we're going to need some. And we're sitting on an absolute boatload of support equipment. We're going to continue running up that for a while. But eventually we'll, of course, drop it and move those factories. Okay. You. And actually, you. Let's get you training also. Some extra chromium. Okay. Oh, 5. What are those? Malign destroyers? Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. But actually, if we bring our fleet here, we've got air control over the South China Sea. So let's take a look where our main battle fleet is. Okay, coming around. You know what? Let's do it. We're going for it. If we want to try to save the Philippines, we're going aggressive here with Nimitz. Of course, there's a Japanese carrier group over here, so we're going to have to be very careful. Okay. You guys will go. Okay, you guys have hit Port Mosby.
Commands.
So let's take up some positions on the north side of the island where they're most likely to try to invade from. There's Rabaul.
Attention.
Okay, you guys keep sailing over.
Orders.
Hey, took down some Italian convoys. Some Italian convoys. Italian convoys. Oh, yes, that's why. So interesting enough, the more we keep building air bases there, the more the freaking Brits keep filling it up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Excuse me. Because I would like to move my planes here to cover, but they're not going to allow that. So you know what?
Ready, sir.
We're going to start attrition there, so we just got to go for it. Friendly, friendly, friendly. Yeah, the only issue is they can get hit from the air. And Britain's got all these damn fighters, but I don't know where the hell they are, because they're, what, over Tripoli, I guess, instead? No, no, they're putting up some fighters here now. September 5th. Okay. So let's try to see if we can get 2 fighter wings over here. Just for some nice air superiority. 3 subs down for 2 convoys. Oh, no Sarp is being decrypted because I need to restart Germany. Damn. You know what? Let's start working on Italy too. And we got nothing going on. You know what? That's a +2 on my level. 15 factories. Let's do it. Make it so I can basically never be decrypted.
Yes, sir.
So we'll take up 2 positions here to hopefully hold.
Commands.
Okay. South China Sea. We're going for my subs. There's a British destroyer there. Okay. Our fleet. Convoy down there. No, you're fine. You're running. Okay. Well, that's a lot of naval bombers for Italy. We're only intercepting some of them. What is this, a tier 1 radar? It is a tier 1 radar. Currently working on tier 2. That'll take some time. And yeah, the Greeks are defending well. Oh, okay, that was a submarine. I
Orders.
was put myself thinking that was a convoy. South China Sea. That's not their main fleet. Hopefully. Okay, we've got a fleet somewhere. Sorry for the whistle there. Okay, oh, with the greatest weather possible. Jeez. Well, that means we're not using our carrier aircraft. Okay, let's hopefully dumpster some there, guys. I'm making sure to hold Manila right now, so... Okay, Japanese submarine. Ah, there's the Japanese carrier fleet down there with actually not much defenses. So we'll see how this fight goes. Lost a destroyer. Gonna take down a whole lot in exchange. Alright, one destroyer down to take down 11 ships. We'll take it. Anyone need to go repair? Nope. Japanese now down to 237. Yeah, the biggest thing is, I mean, fights like that, we'd have to do like 13 fights exactly like that to drain their destroyer count. But just even taking out small fleets, you know, that are operating like this is huge. Just because it gets, you know, just by the virtue of getting their ship count down, it's a lot easier because then they can't be a whole bunch of places at the same time. Okay, Java Sea is open. You're open.
Attention.
Here's our dash. So actually,
Ready, sir.
oh, we took the Hawaiian division. Oh well. Let's get there.
Yes, sir.
Your other 6 guys. Just get here. And then you can just transfer and you'll be fine. And you know what? I think I'm gonna have to pull my fleets out of here. It's just not worth it. The amount of chip damage we're taking. Nor do we need to make any big moves here. So we're actually removing those regions. And let's take a look. Where are you actually right now? Use the site fleet area. You guys are repairing. So actually just remove all regions. And I guess the safest place is to make sure we control our Malacca and Java Sea right now. we're going to give you... I'm going to make you a no-go zone. No, I don't think I should do that. Hey, you're giving me low supply. We'll flag Singapore as your home, hopefully. Hold on. What's going on with you? It's because you're coming out of there. Why are you going out of there? There we go. For some reason, it was flagging Hong Kong as like where to draw supplies from, which of course is like one of the last places you want to draw supplies from. Is there courier force here? Is it over here? Not sure. Let's take a look down here. Moving there anyway. Let's go. Yeah, fuel efficiency. Psh, we're the United States. We're not caring about fuel efficiency. The reason I made sure to do all those fuel refining techs
Ready, sir.
and to build up all that infrastructure.
Attention.
Oh, speaking of which. Okay. Those are German convoys. Not my convoys. Sinking enemy convoys. Did we make it?
Ready,
Or
sir.
almost have made it. And then we're gonna... Okay. Liking this, we're in business. So we're gonna look for some tactical bombers. I don't think we have anything. They're all over there. Well, if that's the case, take some of our spare fighter groups. Set them up over there. Engaging us at all over here. No. Well, if that's the case, we'll take another 2. Put them up there instead.
Ready.
Okay. So you guys here, of course that front line looks like terrible. Oh, self-propelled. It's no longer a deficit. 75 days. 93 days. Amtrak's is going well. Have we started on the... Yes, we have started on the Amphibious Shermans. Let's keep that going.
Orders.
And then, frankly,
Move out.
half of you go there.
Orders.
The other half go there. Oh, sinking the hell out of some convoys, sub down. Oh, the Raj is sending troops to the Philippines. That is interesting.
Ready to move.
And you know what? Taking you from there. Sending you over here to the Java Sea, because supposedly some things are going down. In fact, we're putting you on convoy escort. Because we want to make sure
Yes, sir.
our guys don't have issues. Convoy down. Lost some mariners. We've got green air on the island here. Okay, what was that horrifying sound? Bismarck Sea. No, it's just a fight. Greece. The Aegean Sea. No. Philippines. Aha! That's why you don't leave Manila. So they will not be able to land here. They will probably be able to land in other positions, though. So we gotta escort our guys, make sure they get in here. Okay.
Attention.
You landed there successfully. Now where to send you?
Move out.
You can go there. You can go to Batavia.
Move out.
Palembang.
Move out.
Get in.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? You can just keep your position there. Okay. So we've got defensive positions established on Java and Sumatra. So basically this is just garrison divisions. There's not much to them. We don't want them actively fighting. And you know what? We should get a few more garrison divisions like that. Not much to them. Just to hold the ground. While we wait for our nice Marines to go clear up things. Okay. That. How much artillery we still have in the bank? Enough. Sub needs to train. You guys need your... Okay. Spare destroyers, you need to rest and refit. Okay. Take a look.
Ready to move.
Okay, there's that. You're in. Staff plan. You are taking some attrition. It's not good. Could be worse. And aha! Here's what I've been doing wrong. There we go. First batch of supply planes. Ta-da. Okay. And you know what? Just for my own ease and sanity, we're going to start raising some planes in the UK if that's where they're going. Just so I don't have to worry about raising them at home and training them and then shipping them over. Although, let's take a look. Scout plane. You know what, scout plane? I want you with Straits of Malacca. Any other planes are ready to go? 2 fighter wings. And I know it's, like I've mentioned it, you know, historically you can get places, you know, planes to the place in the Far East way too quickly, but the reality is so can the AI, and there's just no way to, that I can think of, to simulate it easily, so. Yeah, got a little bit of intel advantage too. Well, that was a lot at the same time. See, this is why it's so important to have air superiority. Look at that. We're still hitting the hell out of that division, and they're having even troubles holding that, so. Although, where the hell's Clark Field? Here's Clark Field. It's down to the south. Okay. Just making sure they're not going to land on top of it and force all the damn planes out of it. We do need the transports. We're not going to worry about it quite yet. Heavy armor. 81 days, 81 days. Honestly, should I even spend the experience on that? I'm not sure I should. You know, we'll just hard research it normally. Hard to research it. Start going on destroyers. I guess we'll do torpedoes first, then destroyers. So purely naval techs right now. We can probably beat Japan without these. Oh, damn it.
Listen up.
Okay, so what happened here is they moved the front line.
Ready, shot.
And then... Okay. So we're going to come up here. We're going to try to get this going.
Go, go, go. Fall in.
Okay. Here's our advance with our mechanized units. And then the other thing I need to be careful about is I shouldn't be over stacking like that. Because when you do that, they burn fuel. And burning fuel is the enemy. Because our supply situation is so bad, it's incredibly hard to get fuel over there. So you know what? You go there.
Listen up.
You wait for the other guys to catch up.
Fall in.
Straight into the mountains. That'll be hard to crack. Especially with the air coverage issues, but...
Taking aim. Keep on moving.
So we're absolutely just decimating these Italian divisions. You're at 6% strength. How do you not just shatter? They need to bring back the shatter mechanic.
Taking aim.
Okay. You guys are out of fuel.
Move
We're
out.
gonna rail you back for now. Take a look here. You're okay. Japanese carriers are up and about there. You've landed here, but we're still holding Manila strong, and we still have the airfield at Clark Field. So we're okay so far.
Fall in.
We're settling into our defensive positions around here. We need to get some troops into Singapore proper, though. That is of a big concern.
Commands.
Where's some troops we can pull? Of course, Hawaii is the
Ready,
answer.
sir.
Oh, you got... Okay, Johnston doesn't need 4. So we'll leave the garrison there. No. There. Because we don't want to head over there into that sea zone with all the Japanese running around looking for us. Okay, so you're safe. So we're going to turn you off convoy escort. We're turning you on patrol. Let's go snag some enemies here in the Java Sea. Central Med. There's a little convoy warfare going on.
Move out. Move out.
Okay, you're out of fuel.
Move out.
Start redeploy you back. We still have better stats even without fuel. But
Let's go.
that's annoying. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to call it the European Theater. Okay, there's a little fights there. Everything's fine on the way over. No enemies, no enemies, no enemies, no enemies. Okay,
Listen up.
so you get you 3 over to Gibraltar.
Go, go, go. Listen up.
Okay, you're sitting here, you're getting fuel back. After you fully got your fuel back, okay? So we're gonna rail you to the front.
Move out.
Nope, that is not a rail movement. Come on.
Yes, sir.
It's key you strat redeploy them to the front, because if you don't, they're just going to burn all that damn fuel you just sent them back to get, which literally defeats the purpose.
Move out.
Oh, I guess you cannot strat redeploy to where there is a fight currently ongoing.
Orders.
Okay. Took that guy down. Okay, we took out those Japanese Marines there. They're starting to march down here, though. We need to, yes, take Amphibious Operation next.
Listen up.
Okay. Good. We could dump some of these guys into the Pacific. In particular, like in Singapore. Let's take a look at send a mechanized division over there. It's probably not the greatest move. Let's check your jungle stats. Minus 34. Your movement isn't the greatest, but, you know, it's what we're making. So, you know what? Maybe start coming out of San Diego for now. And I think we'll take one armored division over there and probably send the rest to Europe. Because in Europe, you just need high-quality divisions to be able to deal with the Germans. And once we take Tobruk, that is the key.
Ready to move. Ready, sir. Ready, sir. Move out.
No. Oh, they're trying to get us from behind. Uh-oh.
Ready, sir.
Hold on. So you need to stay there. You guys need to rail out. You still have fuel, so just go here.
Ready.
How's that a double retreat? Either way, just sit there. Old decryption. UK's a spy master, probably not as good as would be as if I was spy master, but you know what? I'm not gonna unseat him. Okay, well they fled that zone. They've fled this zone. So South China Sea it is. That's where their carrier fleet's at. I just had a heart attack thinking about. Where's the Enterprise going? Yeah. You're going through there. Okay, Enterprise, come on. No, nope, 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 nope. There. There. Alright. Honestly, you're gonna just be your own group. Long story short is I don't want the Enterprise sailing through a whole bunch of enemy ships or enemy routes and just getting bombed to hell, and it, you know, after it took all that time to get repaired.
Ready, sir.
I'll stay garrison there. So I will gladly give up the Philippines temporarily to ensure that we keep our other positions, aka the rubber positions. Okay, you know what? Turn down the speed.
Commands.
You know what? Can we get there before you?
Fall in. Move out.
William Slim is flagging as the attack
Pushing them
leader.
back, sir.
See, the problem is, in theaters like this, where you just don't have fuel supply, oh lordy. You just burn all your fuel in combat, and you just run out of fuel.
Keep on attacking.
Okay, you're gonna go here. Then you're going to Australia. Destroyer down. Why are you flagging? There's not enough fuel. Now we're gonna lose the north of the Philippines. Back to North Africa.
Move out.
Running out of fuel. Stop them from attacking. Rail.
Move out.
Try to play back to get fuel.
Ready, sir.
Okay, let's take a look. We do need to design a tank division. But now we're actually in some real fighting here, so you know what, we will go ahead and take that. It's going to leave us a little hard to design a amphibious division for a while, but we've got time to wait. And war bonds. Do we do the war bonds, or do we do the Oregon? You know what? Those are the nice cheap war bonds. 50. Let's do it. Okay.
Ready, sir.
Well, they're wising up to the strat redeploying to the front strategy. Because they attack me immediately. I got almost no org.
Yes, sir.
So we may have to go for just a naval invasion to hook around.
Under fire.
Probably keep my divisions out of there so they're just not in the way. Good push from the British in the north here. Or the other obvious thing is, I mean, Greece is a freaking toehold. So maybe we do go into Greece. You know what? We're going into Greece.
Ready to move. Taking cover.
Okay, we'll fight that, but then we're shipping troops to Greece. And
Orders.
okay. Of course, invasion of Greece was not historical, but you know, Greece was long capitulated by this time normally, so Why are you bitching about low supply? Why? You know what? I think just go convoy raiding. Let them come to you. That's one of the issues if you don't design new ships, because if you design new ships, you can have really good spotting ships. They're very easy to make. If you don't bother to do that, you're stuck with your little crappy ships. And a lot of them are not very good at spotting. Okay.
All in.
New division. Hey, it's our
Okay,
first
sir.
armor division. Alright, Patton, you're up. Patton, you're gonna be orange.
Ready.
Okay.
All in.
Where's our Atlantic fleet? You were there. Okay. Yeah, go on convoy escort there. In fact, we're going to split you. So you can have double convoy escort. Actually, I don't know what you're doing over there. So we're going to be careful. Just get rid of that. Just in case you had some other zones I didn't know of. Or send you over there.
All in.
Go.
Let's go.
Retreat. Now the pain is we're going to have to seize that airfield. But we can do that. Okay, another strap bomber up. Get ready to go over Germany. So yeah, they can't even shoot these guys down. So big and chonky. Okay, you're here. You should be able to find some people. Okay, there we go. Nope. Okay, here's the Enterprise. You know what? Suddenly, a bunch of enemy ships showed up, so we're going to keep you in harbor here for now. So we're not going to get you killed just trying to relink you with the fleet. Okay,
Ready to move.
get you out of there. Gotta wait for our fleets to come over. You're going.
All in.
You're going. Taking a look at things. Ooh, good place to clip the video. We'll see you next time.